Please like, subscribe, and share the Sweatshop Podcast on the HTW Podcast Network. We are now on Anchor FM and on Spotify, Facebook, and back on YouTube. You can look us up. Our handle is at the Sweatshop Pod, or you can just type in the Sweatshop Podcast. We gon' be on there. And please enjoy the show. Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Welcome everybody to the Sweatshop Podcast on the HTW Podcast Network. It is me, your host, Sweats, and my co-host, the Maestro. What up, dude?
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Getting it going.
Yes, sir. I'm in my new apartment. It is interesting. I'll have to take you on a little mini tour later of the apartment, but it is quite pleasant. It is interesting. Not like I have like a queen bed now. Like I haven't slept on it yet, but I laid on it. I like a nice little queen bed. I'm gonna lay in, put my body on in a little
enough
bit.
Room for two people.
Hey, now I've already gotten some people on the list. Like
at the apartment.
I gotta write like a list down. How many people want to stay over here? And I say, let's chill, relax, relax my folks. But my TV, I got my brand new TV coming up on Saturday.
Okay.
My TV coming on Saturday. I gotta build my stand before then, which will happen tomorrow. I'm trying to make all this shit happen. God damn, I'm trying to make it all happen. You know what it is.
All right away.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go move. Every day I'm trying to build something, but I got so much shit coming. So it's like, it's hard considering I have to work as well. So I've just been busy, but Friday's going to be the day because Friday I have all night. I don't have anything. I don't have any obligations, nothing like that. So Friday I'm going to try to get most of it done. I was trying to get this coffee table done, but my mom wants some free I don't know. It's hard to even call it like tools. I won't even call it tools because like as soon as I start using the screwdriver, like the shit starts to peel off of it. Like it's now I can't even screw that shit in because it's all fucked up.
What do you mean?
Like the fucking the actual the screwdriver itself is so cheap that it's starting to it like whatever's digging into it is stripping it already. Like so
it's taking the shit off the screwdriver.
Off the screwdriver. Yeah, it's that cheap.
The fuck kind of screwdriver?
I don't know. It was free. She wanted. So I'm just gonna tell her.
Was it like Play School? Jesus.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like Play-Doh. I've already gone through 2 different like heads of that shit. So I gotta.
I mean that really shouldn't happen.
No, it shouldn't, but it did. So I was like, well, I mean, it's fine because there's other things in there that I can use, and but I just can't use it for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab one for like $20 somewhere that won't fucking strip, and it'll be fine. Like,
yeah.
I'll do that tomorrow at some point. It's no big deal, but yeah, it's nice being up in this bitch. Just everything is here, and I'm trying to take it for granted. Like just being here, like I said, all the crazy stuff that's happened over the course of a couple of years. I finally got my own spot, just chilling out, right near my work. It's nice. I finally figured out how to use the goddamn air conditioner because the shit was like, it said permanent hold on that motherfucker, so I had no idea what I was supposed to press. So I'm pressing all types of shit on there, and I was like, I finally got it. I said, oh, good. I finally got it. So I'm very happy. Again,
It'd be important.
Yeah, I've been blessed. It's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful time. So what's going on with you, bro?
I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, we're Camp Leapfrog. We're gearing up for our live show next weekend.
That's right. Heavyweights.
Gearing up for some heavyweights. We got some hosses coming through.
Some big houses.
Yeah, we got some big boys and girls coming through up in the cut. So just gearing up for that, and just kind of plotting the course for the next couple things. And the HTW network is also making some moves. We signed on to be at the Legends of Hamburg convention. It's happening this summer.
Okay. Yeah. That's right. I saw that.
So we're gonna be, gonna be there doing some podcast thing. We're gonna bring some guests for some autographs and photos, and we'll be part of the, be part of the whole day there. So getting those things ready, and then just my actual job stuff, like just winding down with the year and shit. So
yeah, man,
it's getting to that busy time, but like the lights at the end of the tunnel, it's coming up soon because it's May.
Yeah, this May is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts.
And I don't know what your state's doing, but Pennsylvania said after Memorial Day they're opening shit up back up to 100%.
I saw that. I don't know how I feel about it, but I saw it. And
it's
I guess
interesting.
And it is. I mean, and I guess that's the compromise. I guess they're saying people are getting vaccinated, so go ahead and.
Well, so I mean, there's still going to be a mask mandate until 70% of people 18 or older get vaccinated.
Right. The only problem is the only issue I have is in people in places like restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I think I would have an issue with, because you're in a place where you have people everywhere.
Yeah.
Without masks on.
But here's the thing is and I'm not trying to discredit anybody in the restaurant business and stuff, because it's been a tough ass time for all those people to keep that shit afloat. I don't envy a second of that. No. But as far as if you think of the actual logistics of restrictions, realistically nobody should have been inside.
Correct.
Because all these people, it's almost like you sit down at a table without your mask on, and you're still in the room with people.
Right.
It'll still spread around. So now you're going to 100%. Now there's people closer than 6 feet, but at the same time, for some reason in schools, it was okay for children to be 3 feet. So why is it not okay? There's just a lot of things that, as we're sort of opening things back up, because now more people are getting vaccinated, you're seeing a lot of the loopholes that were with some of these restrictions. It's does it really make sense? Because for example, in a movie theater, you still have to stay masked, but when you're sitting down eating dinner, you don't have to stay masked. Yeah. It's you're still sitting there,
right?
And even if you're inside socially distanced at a movie theater, what's the difference between that and sitting down at a restaurant?
There literally is none.
But you have to stay masked at the movie theater, which I get that. I'm not saying
no, you should be masked at the movie theater. Absolutely.
But but it's one of those things where it's I think at this point it's just people are vaccinated. I think for the most part, most people, if not all people who want to be vaccinated, are either vaccinated by now or are getting on track to be vaccinated within the next month.
Right.
Because it's so readily available, it seems like. So I think at this point we just kind of have to get back to what we were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because we can't, like, those people who just, because there will people who will just choose not to get it, just like people chose not to get flu vaccines
Right.
every year. Like, you don't have to do it, and I understand the choice with that. With this COVID thing, because the contagion level's so high, it's a little selfish, but I can't.
That's the difference.
It's not. It's me being pro-choice. You're right. It's not my choice. It's your whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you choose to do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't affect me, we're okay. But like, this COVID thing could affect me.
That's
but
the problem,
at least I'm vaccinated.
Right.
So like,
that's the real.
I'm
thing.
going. So I have to think of the chances that I'm willing to take based on my status. You know what I mean? Because if I wasn't vaccinated, then I'd be like, hell no, I'm not going in a restaurant. I'm not doing this shit. But like, I'm vaccinated, and the people I'm close to are vaccinated.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's less of a risk. It's still a risk, but it's less of a risk than.
Everything's a risk. I mean, that's the reality. Like, there's no way you're not going to be risking going somewhere. But the good thing about it is that, once everything, it's the only thing that bothers me. Everything else, because in restaurants, literally, you cannot eat without with having a mask on. Like, everybody's out there talking, laughing, drinking in no mask, and that's fine. Like, but I just don't think it should be 100% because of that fact. Like, and because of the odds. Like, it is odds too. You're just now the odds have greatly. They've just gotten bigger just of you fucking catching something. Not me necessarily, not you necessarily, or whoever, but just in general, like, the odds are going up from you having those folks. I literally just got off the phone with a friend of mine who was telling me, like, this is how dumb people are. Like, people are going into, like, 'cause she's a pharmacist, right? Mm-hmm. People are literally going into stores saying, I need to get a COVID test. Like, they're going into the store asking for a COVID test. Mm-hmm. Like, instead of either calling or waiting outside, understanding what protocol to use before getting a COVID test. Because you can't just walk into a fucking store and if you think you have COVID.
Right.
Like,
or you shouldn't.
That's what I mean. Like, that's on another level. We're dumb. Like people are stupid. Mm-hmm. Like, if you think you have COVID, you shouldn't go into any place where people are. Like, if you think you have it.
Well, if that's the reason you're getting the test,
right,
is because you think you have it,
right? But even still, like, if you're going to get a test, like, damn, like, okay, it's you have to go outside and or do whatever the protocol is for you to do. They just walk outside. Yeah, I need a COVID test.
But I mean, if somebody for example, like for the events and stuff, like, I have to get COVID tests.
Right.
Like, all of our people get COVID tests. So like, we don't. I mean, I don't think I have COVID.
Not
so, like,
for you, but it's not for you. It's for them. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, what the fuck? You getting a test, bro? Like, okay. Like, well, let's make sure you follow all the protocol. It's not really for you. Like, you might know you not have COVID, but if I'm saying for the folks that literally think they have COVID, like,
I mean, that's the problem is that, like, if they think they have COVID,
right,
instead of going and the thing is, instead of going to the doctor,
right?
Like, if you have a cold, you don't necessarily like you would go to the doctor for some of those bigger things. If you really have COVID, it's not like, I guess if you have a cold, you can go to the drugstore and get, like, cough medicine or some shit. But to some extent, that'll only help a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you got strep throat.
Go to the doctor if you're sick enough. Mm-hmm. Which, like, if you have COVID, you're probably going to be sick enough that you should go to the doctor anyway.
Correct.
Like, you shouldn't just be rolling up to Rite Aid or whatever.
That's what I mean.
Like, I need it. I need this COVID test. I think I have it. That's a problem.
Yeah. No, that's a problem.
Plus, you can order at home kits. There's shit online. You order the shit.
You get the fast one, the rapid one.
Because if you do have COVID ain't going anywhere. Like, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, bro. Like,
it's staying with you.
First of all, if you really got that COVID, like,
it's with you.
That shit.
It's staying.
stays. It lingers. Every person I've talked to who have actually had symptoms, that shit lingers.
Yep. Does not go away.
Like the amount of times they don't even taste food afterwards, after COVID's gone. They still don't taste the food right. Taste buds have changed. Like, god damn. Like, what? You don't taste food the same anymore? Like, you always have, like my cousin had a cough for months and months and months. Like, after COVID, man. Like, after he got, I mean, it's just, that's some shit you don't want to fuck with. I guess that's what I mean. Like, it's all good. Like I said, those people, I had a conversation with my neighbor, not the one where I was at before, like, who's like a Trump guy.
Yeah.
And, like he was talking about like, oh, I can't stand these damn masks. I was like, and it's funny because I was like, bro, like I wear masks every day, man. I'm good with it. Like,
I mean, it doesn't mean I like it, but I do it.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like, you know, like,
yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Same thing. I don't like pants.
Yeah,
I always use that. Argument. I'm like, I don't like wearing pants either.
Yeah.
Like, I wear pants.
I hate wearing pants,
public.
bro. Like
if I had my choice, I'd be in my under. If I had my choice, I would be out in underwear in public, in private. I don't give a shit.
That's the goddamn facts. That's the damn facts.
Especially long pants. Like, I don't want to be in long pants unless I'm cold. But if I'm indoors, I'm usually not cold.
No true words have been spoken. My ass. If you catch me in pants, at all,
it's a special occasion.
Facts. If I'm in my house and I got pants on, yeah, something else is going on. It's a mystery.
Yeah,
it's a mystery.
Yeah,
I don't get it, but yeah, it's interesting that Pennsylvania's doing it. I don't think Maryland is doing that. I don't think they're ready for that yet. We're a little more liberal.
Well, yeah, because we got Pennsylvania to like
even though your governor is Democratic and our governor is Republican, like you got to cater to like what your constituents are, and
because a lot of people there. I mean, I'm sure there are places in Pennsylvania that would be fine with this because they're less populated. You know what I mean? But that's why Philadelphia does their own shit.
Right.
Like,
Philadelphia's their own entity. And
yeah,
I don't
like
think
they go do their own thing anyway, which makes sense because like a densely populated city should be doing different things than say a suburb, say a more rural area. Like, and I totally get that. So I kind of understand the point of like, okay, there are some places in the state that probably could be fine opening back up to 100% just with a mask mandate.
If I were like the Philadelphias of the world, like I would still be doing that, like maybe like 50% dining and all that shit. Like I think
they do because they're still doing like the whole reservation thing.
Yeah,
I would still
do that because boy, oh boy, like
there's no reason not to.
Just think about what it was like before this. Like we don't, and I know more people getting vaccinated, but you don't want to get even a sniff of that where we have to go backwards. Like, and that's the thing.
No, not in a city like that.
We don't want to go backwards. You just want to keep going forwards, and the best way is to just maintain the status quo. If you're still making money, like you might not be making as much money, but if you're still making money, damn it, like get her done. Like, and I bet you they're not losing as much money with that 50%, man, because you can turn tables more because the food is coming out quicker and all types of shit. I don't know. And plus you got those reservations, like the people are itching.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I think the reservations are a big thing because
people are itching,
like then you can kind of like.
And they do those hour and a half, and a lot of those are like you can't stay longer than like an hour and a half or 2 hours. Like you can't be at the table.
Linger. Yeah. You can't linger for 4 or 5 hours. No. Like you still can't sit there and like drink or any of that shit.
You got to go. Like most places, you got to go unless you're the last. Mm-hmm. Unless you're the last, you got to get the fuck out. Hour and a half,
right? Or unless they have like nobody there, but that's usually not the case.
Yeah. Well, I'll be damned if we were. I mean, speaking of that, we were up at the spot for the NFL draft. You came through. Mm-hmm. I got my little rubber ducky Falcons duck thing.
Shucky ducky.
from my girl who literally held it all fucking since December. So I haven't been there since December. Or January, maybe January. I ain't been there since January.
Yeah.
And she held it
January.
for me. She held it for me all the way until motherfucking May.
What if you never came back?
I know. That's what I mean.
I mean, it wasn't a guarantee we were going back.
I know, but now I'm going to come back all the time. She's so cute.
Oh, now I was going to say you're hooked now.
I'm smitten.
Now that your other one's gone.
Yep. Nope. I found another one.
Damn.
Because she was like, I was wondering when you were going to show up. I said, oh, don't say that.
Oops.
Don't say that to me. You got me hooked.
Yeah. Now I'm coming back more often.
Yeah. Nah, you can't be coming out smiling all cute and shit. Talking about, I've held this for you this entire time. I said, get the fuck out of here.
Stop it.
Now sitting on my bathroom, on my bathtub, waiting to be used.
Yeah, it is.
Waiting to be used. Praise. Yeah, the man. Yeah, that was we rolled up in there, and that was a full house.
Mm-hmm.
That was a full house.
Full.
Everywhere you go.
Somebody lonely.
I really don't know the words at all. I just know
when you're lost out there and you're all alone. Life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's it. All right. So, goddamn right. Right.
Bob Saget would be proud.
He would be. He'd be motherfucking proud. So,
cut it out.
This, yeah, so it was a full house over there at Primanti Bros. It was nice to be there, nice to sit at a bar. The bar was wide open, and it was nice to sit at the bar.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Like it just felt weird because like it's been. I forgot how to do it.
But even when the bar was open, they even had the little dividers. Had little dividers at the bar.
Which I mean,
and I'm not mad about it.
I would not hate that like as a forever thing.
I would not hate that. Honestly, as a forever thing, it doesn't limit the bar seating.
Nope. It doesn't at all.
Like, I mean, honestly, like I'm all about what that was.
Like but I mean, like if you're there, if you're sitting at the bar and you got more than like 2 or 3 people,
sure, that's the only.
You shouldn't be sitting at the bar anyway.
Oh, that's true.
Like with that many people, like if all of a sudden you're getting to like more than 3 people,
right.
You should really be at a table anyway. You shouldn't be sitting at a bar,
right?
So like I could see if it's inconvenient if you're sitting there with like 4 or 5 people,
right? Because
then you'd probably have like 2 dividers in the way.
Correct.
But at that point, you should probably be at a table.
It'd be fun. And that place you can see every TV everywhere. So
yeah,
that's not an issue.
Well, I'm just saying in general, you're not lining up like 5, 6 people across the bar like that. If you're trying to converse,
you know people when they stand up at bars anyway. For the most part, if you have more than 2 or 3 people, they're standing up behind them and shit. Like, you know how that is. They'll just sit there and stand.
Fucking hate that. I'm too old for that shit. If I'm not sitting down, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm too old for standing at that shit now. Like I don't think I think now I don't think I'll ever go back to like standing at a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Like standing at the bar.
I mean, like
if it's too crowded like that, I'll just be like, fuck it. Nope.
Well, no. If it's crowded at the bar,
nope.
Nah, I'm not. If I'm standing at the bar, it's usually like, again, if there's like 2 or 3 people there that I'm meeting with and I'm standing, drinking, and talking, it doesn't have to be busy. It's just the nature of the beast in a lot of ways. But
yeah, but I mean, if I have the option to sit down,
yes,
I'm going to take.
I like to sit. I like to sit and drink. That's what I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we did. God damn it.
Tis.
We did do it.
And I felt like shit the next day. Not because I drank too much.
Because you ate.
Because of all the fucking food. Pizza.
All the pizza.
Ate a whole fucking pizza.
Yeah. All the pizzas in all the world.
They had a buy one, get one pizza.
They did.
So we got 2 pizzas.
Yes.
And I ate a whole pizza.
Yeah, you did.
Poor decision. Poor decision on my part.
But goddamn, that pizza's good. I miss that pizza.
Oh, it's so goddamn good.
It's a delicious pizza. It really is.
But that doesn't mean I should eat a whole one. But I did.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, like, so I got there first. I got there actually probably a little later than I thought I was. I got there around like 8:35, but the shit didn't really start yet. This shit didn't start till about, like, I guess around that time. I got there right before it started, which was dope. I had 2 seats at the bar left. I said, yes, I will take it. So I sat at the fucking bar. Yeah, so let's go through. The first pick of the draft was obviously Trevor Lawrence. They took him, and I totally forgot who the coach was until that shit went around again. I totally spaced on that. Like, I was like, oh fuck, that's right. Urban Meyer's the coach now, which I think is going to be super interesting. Him being a head coach.
How could you forget that?
I just totally fucking forgot.
Don't you remember there was that whole narrative before apparently, I didn't realize apparently Justin Fields like sank so far in the draft, because I thought there was the narrative like he was going to be the second quarterback off the thing.
No, that changed.
Possibly even the first.
Yeah, that changed
That changed
over the course
so
of
much
of the combine and the pro days or whatever.
So much. Changed a lot.
So they picked Trevor Lawrence, but the next person they picked is that dude from Clemson, Travis Etienne, and he's really good too. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. I'm looking at the NFL.com. They gave him an A-, and that shit doesn't really matter right now. You always look back on drafts and you think it's this is a great draft or this is not a great draft or whatever the issue is or the deal. Mm-hmm. But you just never know. You just never know until maybe like 3 years from today. Like you won't know how good the draft actually was until like 3 years from now, because half those motherfuckers won't be on the squad. Like half of them won't be on the squad. Like if Trevor Lawrence is like you don't know how good. You thought Wentz was a great deal, right? You thought Wentz was going to be the deal, but you never know. Like how good was that really? It's the number 1 pick. You're no longer on your team. It's not a good deal anymore. Now it's a shitty draft that fast. Mm-hmm. So you got to think about those things. Like your number 1 pick shouldn't be off your team after its first contract and a half. He got a new contract, but he left the year after that. Contract went down. Man. So yeah, the Jets, Jets. Let's see what they fucking got, because they were second. I'm not going to go in order for each one. I'm just going with the ones from like the first 3 or 4. Then we'll bounce around and kind of in order. They picked up Zach Wilson, who looks goofy as fuck, but that motherfucker can play. He looks like a quarterback from BYU. That's exactly what I think a BYU quarterback looks like. That's exactly who Zach Wilson looks like to me. He looks like somebody who's going to come to my door and try to sell me motherfucking Mormonism or some shit like that. Like that's what he's trying to do. Like he's knocking on my door. Tell me how Jesus can save my life. That's what he's doing. And he's going to throw 70-yard touchdowns. That's what he's going to do. 2 things. He looks really good. I just don't know if the Jets made the right choice in this whole situation. I just think it was quick to get rid of a dude, especially when your whole fucking crew, like your whole team is in shambles. I mean, their whole team.
Because I mean, it's not like when they had because I mean, it was Sam Darnold, which like he was also a first round choice, right, and like I feel like he never really got a team around him to play with,
right?
You know what I mean?
Literally garbage.
Yeah,
literally garbage around him. Like,
yeah. I mean, and when somebody did come through, like Robbie Anderson, he go. You know what I mean? Like of the receivers he's had, I can literally think of Robbie Anderson. That's it.
Every other one of those guys
even like running back situation too.
I
Because
mean,
like you had Le'Veon Bell who he barely played for them.
he didn't care.
No,
And
he didn't
they
give a
didn't
shit at all.
he didn't play, first of all, and nobody played for the coach. Like, and that's the
No.
thing too. Like, you have this shitty coach, and the team didn't care, and he's out here like getting mono. Like, I don't like it's the whole team was in shambles. Like, the shit was a mess.
Yeah.
It
I mean, the
honestly was.
organization clearly
Yeah.
it's just like had shit, whatever. But like, it's just, I feel like if you give him even somewhat of a team, I feel like he would have done something,
Right.
That I don't think he deserved to be sent away so soon.
Right.
But, I guess they saw something in this dude to pull the strings to trade off Darnold and then, make the move for this kid.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, this other one, the San Francisco one, is interesting. They picked up Trey Lance. They had a couple quarterbacks they could have picked in this spot, and I wasn't sure who they were going to pick. But they picked this guy from North Dakota State, Trey Lance, and he has a high ceiling, but I don't think he's ready. He's not, and that's why as number 3 overall, I think that's rather high because he's not a start right away guy. And the other two are. He is not. Justin Fields is a start right away guy. Maybe a year. But this guy, Trey Lance, I think he's like 2 or 3 years away. I think he's 2 or 3 years away, straight up, like from actually starting and being productive as a starter.
Yeah, I mean, I could agree with that, but I just don't know why you'd use your third pick on that. Then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
I know, I agree. I think he would have still been there on the board.
I mean, he wouldn't have been there for them. So I guess if they really, because here I thought because that San Francisco made that trade way early.
Yes,
like they made that a month and a half ago.
They knew who they wanted.
Well, I don't think that's who they were going to pick.
Oh, you think?
I still don't think that's who they were going to pick.
You thought they were going to pick Zach?
Because again, I'm thinking of the narrative from months ago that Justin Fields is up in the top 5 picks, not top 5 quarterbacks, but top 5 picks.
Right.
So I think the Niners wanted that Zach Wilson kid that the Jets ended up getting. But I think with how all the shit, ran out, like whatever happened that Justin Fields fell so far, I think that's what ended up fucking San Francisco in the end, because I think San Francisco was like, okay, Trevor Lawrence is gone, Justin Fields is gone, but I like this kid, Zach Wilson. I think we can make the trade, and he can be some competition for Jimmy. Maybe we let him sit a year, learn, and then see what's going on. Maybe he does start at the end of the year for a pile of shit and then go from there. That's my thinking. That's what I thought San Francisco was thinking with that move, whatever the 5 weeks, 6 weeks ago that they made that deal. And then all that shit changed where all of a sudden Justin Fields falls down, not only out of like the top 5 picks, but like, so like 4th out of those 5 quarterbacks that they were talking about. Because I didn't think Trey Lance was in that conversation, like up toward the top there.
Right.
Like he was part of that talent, but like I didn't think he was viewed as the 3rd option. So I think they did go with the choice of like, because I think they would have created more controversy had they picked Justin Fields at that spot. I think they could have, but I think that would have been a sort of like I don't think they were trying to do an Aaron Rodgers situation where it was like they're picking, Green Bay picks that fucking quarterback and it's like, what the fuck? Why are we doing this? Well, I mean, that's a whole other thing too. Aaron Rodgers and Packers. I thought he was getting dealt that night. Bro, I was like, ooh, who's getting Aaron Rodgers tonight?
First of all, we got to talk. We got to talk about that a little bit. We got to come back to that. We'll talk about when we get to Green Bay. I'm not going to go over all this shit. I'm going to go to the shit that matters. Like the Falcons, they matter.
No, they don't.
And they picked up goddamn nasty ass Kyle Pitts.
They'll
Thank
still
God.
They'll still go 4-12.
No, they will not. This boy is nasty, nasty. Like, whew. I cannot wait. Like, I cannot wait to see this guy on the field. This just got me excited for like the first time in a while. Because I'm like, this dude can play. Like, he is stupid with it. 440? 440? 6'6.5", 240 pounds. Jesus, please, you stop it. Yeah, and he got hands. Oh, man, oh man, I just can't wait to see it. To be honest with you, matter of fact, they on NFL they gave us an A+, grade, not an A. A lot of A's, A+, but I don't think it matters. It all depends. Like this guard, Jalen Mayfield. We got this guard later. We got a safety. We got some corners. We got a center. We filled some needs now. Like we got some needs, and we need to meet them filled, especially on the defensive side of the ball and some offensive shit. We got some offensive shit to do. So like, hopefully, things can make a turn quickly. If the O line is right, it'll be right. If the O line is right, it'll be okay. And plus, we got this dude who made Ryan Tannehill like a goddamn Pro Bowler. That's craziness. Like seriously, it's crazy. All right, so let's skip through some of these. I'm not gonna go over the Cardinals because theirs is not exciting. They got a linebacker, Zaven Collins from Tulsa. That's not as exciting. The Ravens picked a wide receiver. For the first pick in the draft, and they need one, so we can stop hearing excuses about the Ravens never having wide receivers. I don't know what that's about.
They may even throw to him.
Every year, even since before Flacco, never any wide receivers. They never had wide receivers, apparently.
Well, they just had Des Bryant.
Yeah. Des Bryant had played forever. Buffalo Bills, not exciting. They got a wide receiver. No, they didn't. They got a couple DEs. Couple defensive. They need some defense though. They need some defense to go with that action-packed offense of theirs. Got some O tackles, so you don't have to run around so fucking much. J.C. Horn, the cornerback from South Carolina, he's really good. They need a cornerback because their corners are terrible. Carolina, terrible, straight up bad. And then they also got a wide receiver with their second pick. And they need a wide receiver. I think, who do they have over there? That's that boy. What's that boy's name? He's pretty good. I can't remember his name off the tip top, though.
What, at Carolina?
Yeah.
DJ Moore?
DJ Moore. Yeah.
And Robbie Anderson.
Oh, and Robbie's there. That's right. They got a nice little something over there.
Yeah, they have decent receivers there.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Just needed a quarterback.
Chicago. Justin Fields. That was their pick, 11th overall.
And they moved up to get it.
Yeah, they had to snatch that. They traded to take it.
He snatched that one.
Right. And they got an O tackle on their second pick, which is also good. They like you always if you're getting a quarterback, you should always go back to back with like a tackle. Like I always feel that way. So they went quarterback, tackle, running back, wide receiver. Like they decided all offense all the time. That's what they wanted. All offense all the time. Because their defense is actually decent.
The defense is always the strong point.
It always has. It always really has always been. LSU, they're making Jamar Chase. That is such a good fucking pick. Because their rapport is really good. Like just having that rapport with Joe Burrow, it's fucking great, man. Fucking great. I would have took an O tackle though, but whatever. He needed to not die.
Yeah, I mean it's fine.
Yeah. Not exciting for the Cleveland Browns. Again, they picked. I don't know much about.
No, but they didn't know. I don't think they knew what to do with themselves since they weren't like
that's facts.
Top 5 pick.
They might actually have a good draft now, just because of the fact they weren't a top 5.
Because they don't. Because they don't have to draft in the top.
It's
5.
a lot of pressure being up that way. Yeah.
It is. It's too much.
Them Cowboys got Micah Parsons from Penn State. Got a Penn
I think
State
that was
boy.
a sneaky good pick.
It is a sneaky good pick.
I think that was a sneaky.
They
good
need a
pick.
linebacker because their boy just retired. He finally retired, by the way.
Who?
Shit. Sean Lee.
Oh,
He retired.
Okay. After playing 5 games.
Yeah,
Throughout his whole career.
He finally hung it up, and I was like, "Thank God."
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, because he plays like 4 games a year. That's it. Been in the league for like
facts.
probably in the league for 20 years. Played 4 games a year. No, I don't know.
Honestly though,
shit, but
like fuck, like he's but they took all defense except for their last pick. They went defense all the way through because Lord, they need it. Like they do. That's no lie. They need it all.
Yeah, I mean they need 0 help on offense. Yeah, like even the line, like everything is still good with that. Their
O-line has always been good. They just were hurt. That's different. Like that's a whole different ballgame. Their offensive line is solid. Mm-hmm. They picked Patrick Surtain, Denver Broncos. I'm surprised they didn't pick a quarterback, but okay.
I mean, they haven't had success with picking quarterbacks lately.
I know they picked up Bridgewater, but like Bridgewater ain't gonna do it. Like he's not gonna do it for you. But yeah, Patrick. I mean, he's just not gonna do it for you. I'd have picked a quarterback.
I'm just wondering if they kind of went in I'm just kind of wondering if they went in panic mode and like weren't really thinking about taking Mac Jones at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that was pretty much who was left.
I would have picked Mac Jones. Where did they pick at? Where did they pick? 9?
Who, Broncos?
Yeah, they picked. Dude, they could.
No, they couldn't have because I thought the Bears picked 10.
They could have picked Justin Fields. They picked.
So you talked about the Bears. Are you going like way out of order?
No. I'm just going. Now I'm going in order. Now I'm going in order of just teams.
Oh, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say because Bears picked 10th.
Yeah, no. Denver Broncos could have picked Justin Fields or fucking dude. They could have picked them both.
I know the Broncos. I didn't remember if the Broncos went before the Bears.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they went 9.
I feel like they had to have.
Yeah, they did.
They were terrible.
Yeah, just fucking. Oops. Whatever. I mean, I guess they really like the cornerback, so that's fine. Maybe they accidentally said quarterback and they fucking fucked that up.
I don't know.
The Detroit Lions, number 7 overall, picked Sewell, that O tackle I was talking about. He's like the belle of the ball there. B+. They give him a B+ grade. Honestly, like I don't know what their O-line situation is over there. I'm assuming it's not great. So yeah, they need that especially for Jared Goff. Jesus.
Oh yeah,
goddamn
they're
statue.
investing in that.
Goddamn statue in there. They need that. Green Bay Packers. Eric Stokes. Not exciting. It's not exciting. They got another Rodgers. They like their Rodgers is on wide receivers and tight ends. So Amari Rodgers. But
it's because they were like, look, we'll draft your brother to keep you.
Houston Texans, because they had such a shitty shit because they only had so many fucking picks. They gave up all their picks. Away. Yeah. Fucking worst. They're the worst. Worst run team in the league. And that's saying something.
And I was gonna say, and that's a big statement.
It is.
You got to put the Jets in that conversation.
I would. And
you got to put the Eagles in that conversation.
Yeah, but this fucking you can't be worse than the Texans. You just can't. The shit they've done in the last 2 years.
Oh God, yeah. Oh no, they went from 0 to 60.
Team. Yeah,
they went from 0 to 60 real quick.
Come on, man.
Like, in terms of like shitstorm, absolutely.
Like some of the worst moves I've ever seen make. Now you pick David Mills with your first pick. Who the fuck are you?
They trade away arguably the top receiver in the league for a rundown running back.
Facts. Rundown running back. There's no words for that. They're honestly.
How do you do that?
You don't.
How do you do that?
You don't. Running backs are fucking a dime a dozen, especially at his age. You can grab a running
Well,
back
and
off the
it's not
goddamn
like,
street.
and it's not like DeAndre Hopkins was in the twilight of his career,
No.
like when fucking got rid of Randy Moss and shit. It wasn't one of those situations, or like
Jesus.
wasn't like a TO
I'm
situation
just
where
letting you know right
clearly
now.
end of the career.
I'm just letting you know at the end of career of Randy Moss, I would never trade for David Johnson. I would
No,
never. I would keep Randy Moss's ass till he fucking.
I would not
croaks.
trade Randy Moss now for David Johnson.
Thank you. Next. That's facts, though.
Like to this day, like analyst Randy Moss. This motherfucker's still better.
That's facts, though.
Like,
Come on, man. Come on, dude.
yeah,
Can't do that shit.
no.
Good. I hope David Mills is amazing. I honestly do, because Jesus. Oh man. I have no words for that. Okay, another boring one is I don't know Quiddy Pay. Don't know that. That's from
Pootie Tang.
Pootie. What's a
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, the
Tippy
Colts.
Tang the running kind.
The Colts picked up some defense back to back. They got themselves a tight end. Oh, they did pick a QB.
Who did?
They picked the Texas QB, so they're not totally sold on him either.
Who did?
Colts.
Yeah.
It's not till like the fifth round.
It's insurance.
Though. Yeah, I know. Yeah, super insurance. Don't worry, they'll need it. They'll need it.
Oh, most likely.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs picked up some dude. Oh, because they didn't have a first round pick. So that's neither here nor there. The Raiders picked up an O tackle. They need that. They need to pick up an O tackle for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers picked up an O tackle as well. God damn, they need that. And they picked up Asante Samuel Jr. I hope he's as good as his daddy.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will. Dad's a Hall of Famer. I don't know about that. His dad's a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he is.
Should be. Should be a Hall of Famer. I like Asante. Big fan.
Yeah, I loved Asante Samuel. Like, he played for you guys too, right?
He did.
Yeah. He could
Yes,
play.
he did.
He could play forever. He could play. He was awesome. He'd always that's a pick six motherfucking 11 fool, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
That dude jump routes better than most. Rams picked up a wide receiver. Good. They need one.
Give Matt Stafford another weapon.
Yep. They need one. They need all that. And the Dolphins, who I had to take a shot for because they picked up a wide receiver.
You thought they were taking a quarterback.
Yep. They picked up a wide receiver. And then they picked up
That's what they really needed.
They did.
I mean, they do need a quarterback, but
I mean,
they're not going to go away from Tua this early.
No, I know, but I don't believe in him at all.
Well, that's fine. You're not in charge of the organization.
That's true. I should be.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. But
again, I would never pick Tua in the first place.
Correct. That's the problem. Is that they picked Tua. They picked Tua last year, and you kind of have to give him a shot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you have to give him the fairest chance because you made that pick. It's just like when the Eagles paid Carson Wentz all that fucking money. Yep. They had to give him the chance.
That's right.
They didn't, but they had to give him the chance. Like they still fucked with him. But.
So the fucking Vikings picked up an O tackle, and then they picked up a QB in the second round or third round. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Kirkland's best is happening.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna, but not for long. He's just not. He's not the dude. He's fine. Like if everything else is fine.
But that's a big if.
Yeah. But look at your Patriots. Just sitting there, and I was like, as soon as I saw, I was like, they're gonna take Mac Jones because God damn it. In reality, because I was like, Mac Jones is still on the fucking board, and here come the Patriots. They're just sitting there, They don't have to trade up. They just sat there, and then boop, there he is.
Yep.
Mac Jones
Didn't have to do shit for it.
Nope.
He just landed right there.
And who did they compare him to? Matty fucking Ice. They did. Matt
And they
Ryan.
also compared him to Tom Brady as far as
Yeah. Well, they're similar. Matt Ryan and Tom Brady are similar.
well, I'm saying as far as the scouting
Yeah.
combine thing goes.
Yeah. They're similar.
And you see the pictures because like they have like Tom Brady's picture from the combine and how shitty he looks.
Yeah.
And then there's like Mac Jones' picture of how shitty he looks.
Yeah, they're both shitty looking.
So I mean we got the next goat.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
By the pictures.
That's right. No, I think he'll do quite well. I think he's going to start right away. I think he's going to start day one. He's a day one starter to me. He'll read the offense. He'll know the offense.
I bet you. Here's how I think it's going to play out. Very similar to how Brady started his career, where the starter gets hurt, and then he comes in and doesn't give it up. No, so I think Cam Newton's going to get hurt.
We're going to put a bet on
because that is very possible.
It is possible. We're going to
put
a bet on this.
Very big possibility.
We're putting a bet on this.
But he's putting up. He's going to Cam Newton is going to be the Bledsoe.
No.
Jared Stidham's going to be the Bledsoe.
This dude's starting day one, guaranteed.
No, I don't know if they'll do that.
He will do that. He's smart as fuck. He's going to get it done.
I don't know if they'll start him day one.
They're going to start him day one. If they want to win.
Listen, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I feel
the
like
difference between Bledsoe and motherfucking Cam Newton is that Bledsoe was still good. Bledsoe was still good.
Saying Cam Newton's still not good?
No, he has not been good in about 3 years. And even then.
He had so many rushing touchdowns last year.
That's all he could do was run the fucking ball. He can't pass that motherfucker. He's still 6'5" and 250. Like, goddamn.
Right. Well, that's because most of them are like, oh, fuck, he's still running.
Yeah.
Got real
Can't
confused.
stop. Yeah, fucking can't stop him. He's fucking big.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Yeah, no. I'm just, like, Bledsoe was still a good player. Like, Bledsoe was better than Tom Brady at the time. Like,
oh, absolutely, yes.
I am not convinced that.
No, Tom Brady didn't turn into Tom Brady until like
year 4 or 5. Yeah,
it's like 2006 ish, maybe 2004.
Yeah, like 5
maybe
years
like
afterwards.
sprinklings.
Yeah.
I'd say like
a game manager before then. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, but that's when he won. Defense. Like that's when he won a lot of those Super Bowls, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he game managed the fuck out of it. You had great defense. You had fucking like 2-3 Hall of Famers in that motherfucking defense.
Yeah.
Some shit like that, right? No, you got something.
I was gonna say at least, yeah. Say at least
you got some motherfucking Hall of Famers in there.
I mean, you got because you had like Ty Law.
Yeah,
that was back in the days with Brewski.
Yeah.
I think Richard Seymour was there at that point.
Yeah, Seymour.
Rodney Harrison, I think, was there at that point.
I don't know if he's Hall of Famer, but he's a goddamn good player.
Well, I'm just saying, like as far as like top notch fucking defenders,
they're Pro Bowlers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least Richard Seymour, I think, is going to be up there. And Ty Law is for sure. Like you had some nasty motherfuckers.
McGinnis, Willie McGinnis was on that bitch.
You had some good fucking players.
Yeah,
like good fucking players. Yeah, for sure. But y'all picked up some defense. Yeah, more defense because you're gonna need it. And then I'm surprised you didn't pick up a wide receiver until the fucking last round. That's also a surprise about. I knew you were going to go QB, but I would have went wide receiver right after that. Like, y'all need all that help. Praise God. Y'all better get somebody in the free agency world.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like somebody's gonna.
You can trade for Julio.
I mean, that's a possibility.
It is actually. I don't think it's out the question.
It's a real possibility.
I don't think it's out the question. The Saints had a very poor draft. I don't know what all these people.
I just feel like they don't know what to do with themselves.
They don't. They're all fucked up. Drew Brees retired. They don't know what to do. The Giants picked up a wide receiver. Good. They need to pick up an O lineman, though.
Yeah, and they gotta help them out.
They did not do that, but they did pick up a wide receiver, which was much needed. Much needed. Where else? What else are we going? Oh. A wide receiver for the Eagles, Devonta Smith, the Heisman winner. The Heisman Trophy winner. They picked up some Devonta Smith in their life, and we'll see how well he does. They got 2 first-round fucking wide receivers. Hope they don't end up like the Detroit Lions back in 2000 and I don't know 4 or 5 when the fuck that shit was happening. Like that's all I can think about. Like when you pick those wide receivers, every first round of the draft, wide receiver, great, but they end up being like shitty. Hilarious. Oh, this is a great pickup for them. The Steelers, they always find these fucking running backs.
Always find the running backs, yeah.
And this dude is for real. He's legit. Nice dude, too. Nice guy. Like, real ass life. Yeah. Najee Harris is no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be good. He's going to be good for real. God damn it, Pittsburgh. God damn it. But I don't know what they're going to do about their quarterback situation. Because I know Big Ben is still there.
They signed Mason Rudolph to an extension.
I saw that for a year.
So that's it. So they got it.
That's it.
They got it taken. They got it under wraps.
We're good now.
They got it taken care of.
We're done. That's it. They only had 3 draft picks. Seattle Seahawks had 3 draft picks. Enough said.
Where'd they all go?
I don't know, but they had 3. I don't know what they. I don't know.
Were they in like?
Oh right,
deals?
they sent 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams.
Jesus,
that's amazing. That is an overrated. Oh wow, that's such a
fucking hefty price.
That is a hefty price for a safety. Interesting. I think that's not. No, 2 first rounders, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy. Seriously. Kyle Trask. This was a great pickup for Tampa Bay. This kid from Florida in the second round. Kyle Trask, the QB.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that, because again, we know that Tom Brady is only so many years left. This might be his last one. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know what his goal is.
Yeah, it depends on what happens. Yeah.
But this dude, Kyle Trask, is a good QB. And if you can learn under a dude
like Tom Brady,
I think it might be worthwhile doing so. And then let's see what he does. See what he's about. We don't know. It's college. It's different. Tennessee Titans picked up CB. Washington football team picked up some more linebackers and no tackle. Yeah. It was an okay draft for them. Like, I mean, they didn't feel like they needed a quarterback because they think Ryan Fitzpatrick could at least play another year to start for them in general. And that's the entire shit, really. Like that was it. That was the whole deal. But for the draft, like, I mean, I enjoyed watching the very first one, the first part of it. That was enjoyable, especially seeing like the big ones, like seeing like who the fuck is going to pick who. Like in certain areas, like when your shit came up, I said, "Oh, they're gonna pick Mac." Like I knew it. Like I just knew it. I was like, "There's no other way." I don't know if they knew he was gonna be sitting right there.
I got nervous.
Like honestly,
I was nervous.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I was hoping we'd get one of those 5, but then like as soon as people started taking them, I'm like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
Then Bears traded up. I was like, "Fuck, we're not gonna get one."
Yeah.
I was like, "We're not gonna get a quarterback." And then he was like still sitting there. I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably picking him. I would say if they didn't pick him, they would have been putting all their eggs in the Cam Newton basket because I don't think they would have been like trying some other shit.
It's just,
or that would have told me they're trading for Aaron Rodgers.
I feel like you're wasting another like year of Belichick. Like if you bring Cam Newton and really like it's just wasting years.
That dude's gonna be like Joe Paterno though. Like that motherfucker's gonna die or get forced out.
You think he's gonna have? You think?
I don't think he's leaving it.
You think Josh Dale's gonna get caught with some boys in the bathroom?
I hope it's not Josh McDaniels.
You think
maybe like Romeo Cornell or somebody. I don't know.
Get caught in the bathroom with the motherfucker. Got to take down statues and shit.
I don't know. Make it. Isn't because didn't Patricia get fired from Detroit?
Yeah, he gone. Oh, he went somewhere. Did he come back?
I know he went somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember if he went back to us or not. But
I have no idea.
I would assume so, because usually once they'll come back. Like usually those dudes come back.
Come back.
As long as it's not Dante Scarnecchia, that would be disappointing. Because that motherfucker like makes everything work.
Well,
All of a sudden he's like doing
We'll
some
see.
DuPont shit. I don't know.
we'll see.
But yeah, no. But I legit think like at this point, I feel like Belichick's gonna, especially because I think he also has that chip of like now he wants to win without Brady. Now that Brady won without him, you know what I mean? Like I think that's still going to be a narrative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could see him sticking it out for a while. But like I feel like he also loves football that much that like if he's enjoying it, why would he ever retire?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know his nobody knows what Bill's thinking, honestly. So that's.
I mean,
that's
plus
real.
his kid's a coach on there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He seems firmly entrenched. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like it's.
Well, I mean, if he's reinvigorated, I mean, that's good. You know, maybe that's good for him. To be honest with you. All right. So we have because I really didn't have a lot to talk about today. We have some.
Oh, we didn't talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, fucking Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers, he's such a baby bitch.
You have to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
He's such a baby. Like he is. He's such.
Do you really think that's it though?
What?
Like, do you think that's where this all comes from?
From him being a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Like, I mean, Favre went through the same thing, right? It's like essentially, are they doing the same thing with him as they're doing with Favre? I don't know, but what I do know is this: is that ever since they drafted that quarterback, right? Like he been real pissy, like extra pissy. But my dude, you just won didn't he just win the MVP last year?
He did.
Like for like the third time. Like,
and they should have at least went to the Super Bowl.
And they should at least went to the Super Bowl. Like, and now you want to leave? What?
I mean, it must. I'm just saying. I don't know if it has to do with the players as much as it does with the office.
Yeah, I think it's the office. I think it's the general manager and management because he said he doesn't want to play for him. He doesn't want to play for the general manager.
Yeah,
specifically.
Because remember the scuttlebutt was the coach at first.
Yeah, but he had issues with the coach at first
but maybe it's because management chose the coach. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like it was like, oh, fucking management chose this. This is gonna be some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if you have beef with the general manager, that's one thing, and that sucks. Mm-hmm. But you still got a job. I don't know. You still got a job to do. They're not going to trade you. Like they're not trading you. They're not releasing you.
No,
like,
I mean that's
absurd. You're like one of the best quarterbacks in the league all the time. So like you're not getting traded at all. You literally had your best season of your career last year. Like I mean, like I don't know what more to say. You had the best season of your career last year. And you're trying to dip up out of here. I'm not about that life. I think I understand like he might have issues, but like damn, just like coming out and saying or whatever, like the fact or he didn't say it, like somebody had leaked it, I guess, that he said he wanted out. He's on the outs. Like he doesn't want to play for them next year. I said, you best believe you're playing next year, bro. Like I don't know what else more you want. Like, do you want more money? Like, is that what you want? Do you want us to trade Jordan Love or whatever his name is away? Like we could do that because Jordan Love is not going to start anytime soon. Like
as long as he's there, I don't think he's challenging Aaron Rodgers at this point.
No,
But then there's the thing of like, well, then why even bother fucking drafting him? You know what I mean? If he's not going to start anywhere soon.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know why the first round was happening. Maybe they just thought one thing and then they were like, oops, just kidding, never mind. Like, because, I mean, he responded with a goddamn MVP. So, I mean, JK, on that. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is just, To me, he's just a baby. Like he's just a baby. He's a baby. To me, even though he's a great quarterback, still a baby. So let's get into this. We literally just thought of this in like a split second, but I was thinking about doing top 5 quarterbacks, but all quarterbacks under 30, right? All the quarterbacks that have started an NFL game under 30, right? So I'm just going to give you a list of these names here, and we're just going to try to put them in like a top 5 type of situation. Now, it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't really have to be that way. It could just be like a literal top 5 in any order. So first,
It's like as a cluster.
yeah. So I'm just gonna do it because NewJersey.com has like an order of these. They made an order, which I don't necessarily agree with 100%, but this is their opinion. So they have Patrick Mahomes number 1, Deshaun Watson number 2, Josh Allen. Yeah, for now. Josh Allen number 3, Dak Prescott number 4 for now. 5 is Justin Herbert. 6, Lamar Jackson. 7, Kyle Murray. 8, Joe Burrow. 9, Jared Goff. 10, Baker Mayfield. 11, Jalen Hurts. 12, Daniel Jones. 13, Carson Wentz. 14, Sam Darnold. And 15, Tua. And 16 is Drew Lock. So those are the ones that they have picked. And I think that's mostly all of them. I don't think they're really missing too many other ones that haven't started.
That probably have any sort of importance.
Right, exactly. So in this, right off the top, I'm not even getting to the top 5 yet. This is their order. Even though we are excited about Jalen Hurts and all his shit, I cannot put him over Carson Wentz. Like, I think that's super disrespectful. Like, I know Carson Wentz is not great, but like Jalen Hurts played like 4 games. That's disrespectful. It just is. The fact that he's put over him is disrespectful. I think. I don't know how you feel about that shit. But that's cold blooded, man. Like under Daniel Jones too. Like that's fucking cold. Like what?
He must have been an Eagles fan.
Fucking facts.
Must have been an Eagles fan. That's all I can think of.
Like that's cold blooded, man. Like under Daniel Jones too. Like he's better than Daniel Jones right now. Like Daniel Jones is younger, but like he's better than Daniel Jones. Come on now, stop it. Okay. Fuck all that noise. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do right now, okay? I'm just putting this out there. Deshaun Watson is not in my top 5 because I don't think he's going to be playing. I don't think he's going to be playing.
Oh, because he's not going to be playing.
He's not going to be playing.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. He's not going to be playing next year. I just don't see it. I'd be shocked if he was. Okay? So he's off the goddamn table. He's not there.
Taking him right out.
Number 1 is clearly Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't think he can.
He is clearly number 1. Okay, out of this bunch. Okay, absolutely 100%. Mm-hmm. I'm going to flip this around a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put Josh Allen as clearly number 2. And actually, I would put him. I mean, even though Deshaun Watson was phenomenal last year, Josh Allen was fucking doing everything, man. I don't know. He's fucking phenomenal. He's so good. Dak Prescott, get your ass out of this top 5. I don't want to see you in this top 5 at all. He's a good player, but he's not top 5 in this list. Not in my list. Not the list I'm creating. Disrespect to Baker Mayfield. Disrespect. He should not be that low. He should not be under Goff, under Burrow, even though he played. He's great. He looked good.
Oh, okay.
He can't do it. He barely played. No, not doing it.
You don't have to do it.
So this is my top 5 currently.
I'll do it.
This is my top 5. I'm gonna have Patrick Mahomes number 1, Josh Allen number 2. I'm gonna have Justin Herbert number 3. I'm gonna have Kyler Murray number 4, and I'm gonna put Baker Mayfield number 5. That is my top 5 of quarterbacks right now. And then 6 would be Lamar Jackson, technically. That is my top 5. Disrespect to Baker Mayfield. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it's clear Mahomes is number 1. There's no ifs, ands, buts, coconuts about that.
Yeah.
Like that's tried and true.
Yes.
And if you disagree with that, you don't watch football. That's just my opinion.
Right.
This is where it gets interesting, though. After number 1.
Okay.
I mean, if he does play, I would put Deshaun number 2. I would. So I guess I'll qualify it.
Okay.
If he plays, I'd put him at number 2.
Okay.
If he doesn't play, then obviously can't put him on the list.
No.
If not, I kind of agree with you with the Josh Allen thing.
Uh-huh.
Because I think he is next best up.
Mm-hmm.
And then who'd you have at 3?
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, that was where I was I think if Justin Herbert plays as well as he did last year, next year, I'd be willing to bump him ahead of Josh Allen.
I agree.
Because I kind of thought about it for a minute. But then I'm like, nah, Josh Allen has played a little bit more.
Yeah.
And made it to the playoffs this year.
He did.
And didn't totally shit the bed.
Nah, he didn't totally shit the bed.
Totally. Yeah. So there. I haven't seen enough of Burrow. But I've seen enough of almost everybody else. That
process of elimination.
Yeah, it's just I haven't seen enough of Joe Burrow to really qualify him. I mean, he looked good, but I don't know. I've liked Kyler Murray. I liked him before he had this little breakout last year. I thought he played well before. But he's still 24, is young. So, and I would have had Lamar higher, but this last year concerned me because he regressed in his passing.
Yeah.
Clearly regressed. The year before, he actually looked like he improved throwing.
Yeah, he regressed.
And then this past season, there's definitely a regression point.
100%.
So I probably would have gone. Mahomes, Watson, Lamar previously, because I would have put him over Josh Allen had he not regressed that much this year.
I was actually surprised. I was expecting another even though I said I think he was going to fall back a little bit. I
thought he was going to fall back a little bit.
Right? Yeah.
Not totally kind of shit the bed as far as passing goes. It was. I don't want to say it was night and day, but it was a stark contrast. There was not he's still a dynamic player. So I think for that reason alone, because he's a dynamic player, and you can't deny the Ravens being able to win with him there.
Right.
Even though he's not the best passer, I'd still probably put him next.
Okay. So
where the fuck am I at this point? So Mahomes, for argument's sake, are we saying Deshaun's in or out?
I mean, I have him out of you can put yours. You can put him in. I just have him out.
Okay.
Because I don't think he's playing. Like, I just don't think he's playing at all for at least a year.
Um. Yeah. Okay. So I'll take him out then. But if he was playing, I'd put him in number 2. But I'd go Mahomes. I'd go Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. I would go Lamar Jackson. Oh. I wish I saw more of Joe. If I saw more of Joe,
This might be a different conversation.
I'd probably put him here. But I haven't seen enough, so I'd probably go Kyler at this point. Like Jared Goff, get him out of here. Baker Mayfield, don't sniff it. Danny Jones is a consideration.
For what?
He'd be like 6 for me. I like him. I like Danny Jones.
The fumbler?
In fact, I would put Danny Jones over Baker Mayfield.
No.
I would rather have Baker Mayfield than Danny Jones. Or I'm sorry, other way around. I'd rather have Danny Jones.
Absolutely not. That dude's a fucking turnover nightmare. Just fumbling the ball everywhere.
You ever see him run 90 fucking yards? I did.
He should have ran 100.
He's a quarterback. They only have to run 40.
The fuck? No, that's just. There's some disrespect on this list, though. Jesus.
I mean, Dak. I know Dak had some good years, but like,
no,
4?
Not on 4. No, there's no way he's 4 on this list. He hasn't won anything. He hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I think Goff's going to really tank
Goff
because
is
now he's going to the
way
Lions.
too high on this list.
Like way too high.
He's way too high on this list.
Like he should be below. He should be right above Tua.
Yeah, I agree. But it's only because
like even Sam Darnold. Like I'll even put Carson Wentz over him. I don't think there's that much disrespect on Carson Wentz though.
It is. I mean, I'm not saying it's like a bunch of disrespect. I just think it should be flipped. Literally flipped. Daniel Jones can stay where the fuck he is. Carson Wentz got to go up to 11. Fucking Jalen Hurts can come down to fucking 13. I'd be much happier about that.
No, because I think I'd keep Jalen Hurts ahead of Jones.
No. Nah.
There's not enough. I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough to really make that.
I need to see Jalen Hurts in a full ass year of football.
Yeah.
Same thing with Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Tua.
I don't need to see that. I've seen enough.
I don't want to. I've seen enough.
Yeah, I've seen enough. I don't need to see it.
I want to see how Kyler Murray progresses. Because to me,
he's already progressed.
I know.
Well.
I know. I just want to see because he's only 24, just like Lamar Jackson.
If he can take another step.
Yeah, I want to see the steps. I want to see an incremental change because he's good, but I think he might be really good. So I want to see where he's at. And I didn't have faith in him when he came in. So
no,
I really didn't. But he came and proved me wrong a little bit. So that's good. You know, some of these motherfuckers haven't proved me right yet. Well, proved me wrong, like Lamar Jackson. Like he had a great year, but I want him to see come back. I want to see him come back strong with the passing.
Come back.
Because I mean, he can be really, really good if he can just work on anticipating his goddamn throws. That's it. Stop trying to strong arm every fucking thing. Anticipate some throws. Put some touch on that motherfucker. Throw to somebody else besides a tight end. Because those are the only motherfuckers that are wide open, running wide open in the scheme that you're presenting. And that O-line is so very nice of you for that very nice pocket you are presented every fucking time. That you get to throw that nice deep ball. Yeah, I need to see more. Because it's not always going to be that fucking clean-ass pocket. Just like Dak Prescott. As soon as he had a shitty-ass pocket, he was playing like shit. I need to see a goddamn dude to play now. I need a player. I want to see what these guys do under fucking real pressure, like Joe Burrow, who's running all the fucking goddamn place and almost died.
Yeah, I mean legit though.
Legit. That motherfucker was dying out here, running all the fucking place, still getting passes off, just like Mahomes was in this goddamn Super Bowl, just running all the fucking place, Still get passes off, and motherfuckers dropping the shit.
Yeah, that was what was incredible. He's making passes that should not have been happening.
Bouncing off a motherfucker's hands. I said, get the
Like,
fuck out.
none of these things should have been happening.
Come
like,
on.
he should not have been able to complete half that shit.
No.
And it would have been complete if people just caught the goddamn ball.
It's unbelievable. It truly, truly is. Like, I have no words for that. But yeah, I think these young quarterbacks here are really, like, at least the top 5 are really strong, and the rest are meh at best. Like, I mean, maybe the first 6 or 7 are strong, and then it drops off. I think, like, as far as it's just a clear drop off. Some of the top 5. I mean, I just want to see what Josh Allen does next year. Like, I just want to see again. It's the progression. Like, he had a weird year first year, second year, like, fucking whoa. Like, now I'm going to see what else is really good about his shit. Like, Deshaun, we already know, but he's not. I really don't think he's going to play. Like, for multiple reasons. Like, I don't think he's playing. I just don't. He doesn't want to play for the team. He got the scandal going on with him. Like, it's just.
I mean, I wouldn't want to play for that team either.
No, their team. They're on the list. Oh wait, no, I put them on. They are the list. They are the list of shitty teams. That's what I was talking
you already put them on blast.
Yeah, they're our last. I was like, they're on the list. No, they are the list. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's shitty. All right, so yeah, the draft was really good. Now it's, I guess, football. They say this is where football actually starts for real. So, like, then they have, like, all the camps and shit throughout the summer. I'm just glad. Like, I think I'll be able to get to a game this year. Hopefully.
I'd like to do a game.
Yeah. I'd like to go to a game. But I just, if that 100% worries me. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. But
I mean, you still have to wear a mask.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. But
I would imagine.
I just wish it was.
Although stadiums have I think stadiums can still do their own shit. So, like, just because you can do it doesn't mean you have to.
Correct. And some aren't. Some aren't doing it 100%. Like, some still aren't. That's why I was pissed about the Braves going 100%. I'm like,
well, it's because they're.
I know it's fucking south. Fuck.
What happens?
Have to go, like, on a Wednesday or some shit where it's not gonna be 100% anyway. Some bullshit. Seriously. I gotta do a during the weekday game. Because that's when it won't be 100%. Actually. The weekends are always fucking packed. Especially over there. That fucking place is dope. It really is dope. That's why I want to go back there anyway. Fuck all the rest of that shit. Alright. That will do it this week for the Sweatshop Podcast. Please like, follow, all that stuff. We are on Anchor FM. Yes, we are. We're on Spotify. We are on YouTube. We are on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcasts networks in the history of the world. You can follow us at the Sweatshop Pod, or you can just look us up, the Sweatshop Podcast. We should be right on there, looking ever so fresh with our new logo and all that good shit right there. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. Yeah, we're on all that stuff, man. Just look us up. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So we kind of mentioned it toward the beginning, but with Camp Leapfrog, we got a live show coming up next week on Sunday. It's going to be airing at 8 p.m. on the Independent Wrestling Facebook page. So we got Leapfrog Live presents Heavyweights. So stay tuned. We've been making announcements for it. So if you want to catch up on all those announcements, follow us on social media at Camp Leapfrog across the board. We're also going to start releasing some matches and stuff on like the YouTube and everything like that. Which, speaking of YouTube, make sure you head over to YouTube to find the HTW Network over on the YouTube channel. There's plenty of content out there. I know we got another episode of Moran and Friends. out there with the Super 8 winner, Killian McMurphy. I believe that's the latest episode over there, which that should be a great time. So you got Moran and Friends, you still got the High Tension Wellness, you got the Three Ropes podcast that's on there, as well as the Sweatshop podcast up in there. We also have some other things that are going to be coming out through the HTW network very shortly. So go ahead and click on that subscribe button. And then if you want to get notified, click on that bell. Give us some likes, give us some support. You can find all the HTW network podcasts on pretty much any streaming platform, including the Sweatshop podcast. Just look up HTW network in there and you can find all the different shows. So go ahead, like, share, review, all that kind of good stuff. If you want to see any of the announcements, you can follow us at High Tension HTW across all social media platforms. You can find me at Maestro A. Scott across all social media platforms. And just stay tuned.
All right, y'all. From me and the Maestro,